John, some people are taking shots at Austin Arnott, thinking that the quarterback play is the reason Iowa State's lost its last two games. How do you respond to that?
I think quarterback play does share some of the responsibility for Iowa State not playing well. I would say it's certainly not all of it, and I always kind of laugh when I hear that because it's probably the same people that were calling for Austin Arnott to play when Brett Meyer was the quarterback, saying, get Arnott in there, get Arnott in there. There's always an infatuation with the backup quarterback, and Jerome Tiller did play well last week, so to a certain degree I understand that, but Austin Arnott is the unquestioned leader of this football team, and I think that Coach Rhodes has a tremendous amount of trust in him and wants him to see this through. And Austin came back and played when he was hurt, showed a lot of determination and grit, which he always does, and he's a warrior, man. I mean, that guy played last year with a bone in his hand broken. I mean, he played the year before when there was no backup quarterback, and he was out there every play when he was hurting on some plays, and you knew he was dying to come out of there, and he couldn't do it. Austin gives you absolutely everything he has, and I think Austin could be a very good quarterback in this system and will be, but he's struggled at times, but I think that he's more than capable of running this offense, and he's done everything to put himself in position to have a great senior season, and I still think he will.
Aside from the defense, which I think everybody knew would struggle, the offense still hasn't quite put it together. What needs to happen for Alexander Robinson, for example, to show glimpses of what he showed last year?
Well, I think A-Rob will show those glimpses as the season wears on. This is an offensive line. You had guys moving around in different positions. You had some new bodies going in there. It seems like maybe they missed Scott Houghton a bit. Now he was a very physical guard. And I think those holes will open as the season goes on. They face some pretty good rush defenses. The other thing is, too, it seems like every time the offense starts to get a rhythm, just when you think, okay, they've got it together, there's some kind of a back-breaking penalty that kills the drive. And Iowa State does not have the margin for error that maybe some other teams do, where they can overcome that, and they need to get to that point, because either that or stop making the penalties, because that's what has really killed a lot of drives, and particularly last week against Kansas State.
Northern Iowa, 1 AA Patsy or 1 AA Power?
1 AA Power, without a question. Without question. I mean, they won here last time they played. Mark Farley's done an unbelievable job with that program. It's a very, very well-respected program. And as Coach Rhodes said at the press conference, that line is much grayer than it used to be. Whatever you want to call it, 1A, 1 AA, FCS, FBS. It's just a lot more blurred than it used to be, and there's an awful lot of good players playing. And so I look at UNI as a real threat, because they're going to come in here expecting to win the football game, and I think anytime you do that, you have a chance. And they have a great amount of talent. They have great speed in the running game, and Iowa State has not shown a great propensity for stopping the running game. So they're going to come in here expecting to win. Iowa State's going to have to give a great effort to get it done.
All right, John. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.